All right, here we go. Normal captain's mode time. Regular Dota.
Like to see some normal bans and probably some weirder picks.
Well, one of the teams is called Stop Banning Tusk, and that's because we know that both Wobber and Jabatemail in this case are very good at the hero, so maybe it will get banned. We did see some target bans last game. We saw the Wind Ranger banned. The Nat,
It's quite
which is a
late
staple.
for a Wind Ranger ban.
It was, but Wind Ranger can be picked sort of at any point in the draft because it's a support, but it's also a mid hero. So Stop Banning Tusk banned Tusk. I think they just did it as a bit of a meme. So fair enough. They're memeing with themselves.
They're like, we know it's coming. We'll do it ourselves.
I think OD and Nyx are being banned this time. I opened the chat pane to see if anything interesting was in there, but there wasn't. OD and Nyx make sense. They're both heroes that Brex can play, and he plays them quite well. They're definitely irritating heroes, and they're quite good in the current meta, so get rid of those heroes ASAP. Pango's banned? Okay. Very quickly, Shadow Shaman, that does leave Nyx in the pool. Will the Radiant take Nyx? That is the question. They have the ability to. I'm not sure who would play. Brex would play Nyx for the Radiant, so yeah, just go Nyx, I guess. Brex with his Yule's first Nyx Assassin. He doesn't go for Meteor Hammer like most. He goes for the Spell Amp talent as well. Actually decides to go for Spirit Breaker. Okay, there was a while when Brex's Spirit Breaker was being banned, because it's a hero he's very good at, so. And the return to that is to go for Witch Doctor, a veteran staple. I think we've been saying that for almost a whole year now.
Very nice hero.
We're in March now, March 2021. We're not actually that far off May, and May was when I uploaded the first ever in-house video. I probably had not a lot of viewers when I was streaming it and I was casting it by myself, but it was the first in-house that I ever casted myself. So we're actually heading up to a year now, which I think is pretty cool. Completely different players playing around that time.
We need to have a party stream for it. Everyone needs to get hats.
Maybe, yeah. We've had some interesting streams. We had the Remembrance Day stream. I think we had a Christmas jumper one, but not quite the same turnout. Party one would be cool. I've been sort of a few consistent players. I mean, obviously I've been streaming them all ever since May. We've had Ollie playing a lot, veteran. Brex has been in quite a lot of them too. I'm trying to think the sort of names which have stayed sort of consistent. Next month will be a 1 year sub. That's been a long time. I mean, I don't know how long my sub is. I can look when I put a message in chat. 16 months, because I got my affiliate when I was streaming World of Warcraft. So can't believe I've been an affiliate for 16 months. Not so many viewers on today, but don't know why that might be. But anyway, I've got my emote slots. They're permanent. Can't ever lose those. Did cast
That's the important thing.
Yeah, it is. Casted for Dota University on Saturday after the in-house, almost immediately after. I did a cast for them. And hopefully there's some RD2L casting I can do on Wednesday, because it is the playoff, so I'll see about that. Night Stalker is a hero I like. Night Stalker and Spirit Breaker. I mean, Spirit Breaker is probably going to be a pos 4. It's quite a manly 2-strength hero run at you sort of lane. I mean, can you imagine nighttime where you've got a Night Stalker running around in the trees and you've got a Spirit Breaker charging you? You're going to be quite terrified.
I suppose before 5 minutes, it's not going to do much, really.
No. Double melee without much engage. You've got Void on Night Stalker, and you've got Charge of Darkness on Spirit Breaker, which isn't that great when it's only level 1 and level 2. His burst damage isn't super high in the early game. So Underlord is a hero we don't see too often. He has gone through a few sort of phases of being incredibly brokenly strong, like 55% win rate, to being nerfed and tweaked a little bit, and now he's kind of been roughly in the dumpster. Do you know what his current win rate is at the moment?
I do not.
Do you have Dota Plus? Can you have a quick check of the trends?
I do. I can. Discord notifications getting in the way. Underlord. From what I imagine, he's always been quite. He's actually still doing quite well. Always above His lowest is about 51, but that's a Herald. Divine's still at 52.
52, okay, so he's still a solid hero. He's quite straightforward. You just spam on the wave. You've got Pit of Malice. You remove damage just by existing. He's like the ultimate aura hero. Take away all the enemy damage by a Pipe, by a Guardian Greaves, by a Vlad's, and just be this massive force in fights. Doing percentage damage as well, which is always helpful. Lots and lots of mid heroes being banned now. Often you see cores being banned at this point. Sort of anti-mage, Juggernaut, Monkey King. Drow Ranger maybe is often banned quite a lot, but looks like not this time.
10 seconds. Radiant need to ban Monkey King, otherwise that's just a free game.
5 seconds.
Radiant need to ban it. Oh, against Spirit Breaker, Night Stalker. Yeah, I mean any hero who goes near him in the lane, he just gets Jingu stacks off. I mean, what can they do at that point?
Like, Monkey King just charges at them for 5 minutes.
Yep, just running him. Orb of Corrosion, first item.
The thing is, I like to build Orb of Corrosion on Night Stalker as well, but I think Brex likes to do it on the Spirit Breaker.
10 seconds remaining.
But I'm not.
I don't like Orb of Corrosion on Spirit Breaker. I think you should stay at Orb of Venom. I think Orb of Corrosion is a bait for heroes who like to build Orb of Venom, because I think sometimes you should just leave it as Orb of Venom. -3 armor is nice, but it has to be on a hero who really, really benefits from the -3 armor. Spirit Breaker doesn't, because that's a lot of gold you're paying for a hero who doesn't really do physical damage much.
Smart. There it is.
You are 100% right, and I was thinking, complete agreement with you. Orb of Venom, Monkey King, he's got a free lane there.
He's got a Witch Doctor already, so...
Yeah, another ranged hero. Yeah, just hold them in place while Monkey King can get the Jingus off.
5 seconds.
Go for a max Jingu build, definitely in this lane. Why wouldn't you against double melee? You don't need to be leveling up Boundless Strike or Tree Dance early. Just get that Jingu ASAP to rank 3. So, if you're the Radiant, you cannot lane Night Stalker and Spirit Breaker against Monkey King. You've got to swap the lanes. Maybe think of a ranged core. Go for a Clinks against Monkey King, something like that, and you could really hurt him. I think a Drow Ranger, potentially a little bit risky. You can go Mirana, you can go something like that. So AA's got very long attack range, and the healing does remove all the healing that Underlord's going to do with all of his items. Guardian Greaves, for example, Vlad's, Witch Doctor's got a heal, Monkey King has Lifesteal, which he can Boundless Strike himself to full HP, not if Ancient Apparition is there. So I like it. Yep. Put that in the off lane for sure.
Yeah, I think Brex has played a non-zero amount of Pos 5 Spirit Breaker. I think he'll be alright with that switch.
Well, I think it's still Pos 5 AA and Pos 4 Spirit Breaker. You're just in different lanes. Wind Ranger being picked, not by Nat's team, so someone else is going to be on the Wind Ranger. I'm guessing that's going to be a support Pos 4 Wind Ranger, though it could still go mid. Quite good at bullying Ancient Apparition, though, because what can AA do if a Wind Ranger starts ulting him? Nothing. You just Wind Ranger runs circles around you.
But I suppose if AA stays with his team... Yeah, if he just sort of walks behind the Spirit Breaker and the Night Stalker...
Yeah, he's got to cower behind his tanky strength heroes, definitely. I didn't realise how big his hands were.
Yeah, it's
absolutely massive. He's just a floating ball of ice with some ice shards on his shoulder. Alright, we are going into the next pick. Reserve time is really ticking down. Less than 30 seconds left, then they have to go for some bans. They need some cores now. Thinking of a Pos 1, I still feel like you have to run something ranged to lane against Monkey King, so I would still be going for that Clinks off lane. And they've gone for Slug. Okay, so another melee. Definitely can't lane against Monkey King. So that has to go in the safe lane against Underlord. That's the logic behind that. You play against Underlord, you just steal all his stats away, get the free agi. But it means you are committing Night Stalker into the off lane. But maybe Night Stalker AA, or will you actually run Night Stalker Spirit Breaker into a Monkey King? I don't want to see that. I really don't.
No, as a Night Stalker player,
that's your worst nightmare, pretty much, isn't it?
Yeah.
Monkey King.
5 seconds remaining.
300 attack range when you've got like 120 or 150. And then he's building these Jingu stacks on you, which will use to Boundless Strike you for 1,000,000 damage, heal to full, get every deny. Just horrible.
I think it's probably the worst, one of the worst heroes to go up against Monkey King. At least he's got Void for a few last hits.
Yeah, but you can void the few ranged last hits, but you don't want to be losing 4 last hits a wave.
Yeah. Well, you can't even go for the ranged last hits. You're too close. It's only
you can jump out the trees and try to get a ranged last hit with Void. It's just not good. And you don't want to wait till 5 minutes and be 2 levels behind the Monkey King who's had free farm. It's already too late at that point. Storm Spirit being banned. Okay, they don't have a massive amount of catch for the Storm Spirit. They'd have to rely on Shackle.
10 seconds remaining.
Oh no, that's the other team that's banned it. No, that makes sense. Yeah, no, the Dire don't want to play against Storm Spirit, so I've confused myself. Maybe Queen of Pain will be banned next because they're trying to get rid of those high mobile heroes. Of course, sort of Ember.
Well, you have an Underlord who's pretty good at dealing with that, especially if you get an Atos.
True, if he goes Atos as well, that is a lot of lockdown. The root, which can be used off, can be BKB'd, but if you use on your Underlord root, when you land, will you still be in the root? Guaranteed.
I don't think it's guaranteed. Like it purges the root, but the way it works is sort of after a delay of not being rooted, another one applies. It sort of has its own like cooldown effect.
But you're not rooted when you're in the Yules. Is the time quick enough for you to fall back down immediately, get re-rooted? There's the Queen of Pain, so yeah. Looks like I predicted it right. It's a pretty standard mid hero who does well against those heroes. It could deal with Monkey King. It can definitely deal with Wind Ranger in the early game. You can always blink away from Wind Ranger if she starts ulting you, so that's fine. You've got way more burst than she can deal with anyway. Just has to be careful of being shackled and of being caught in the root in the early game by Underlords. But Underlords don't tend to max root early. They tend to max out the Firestorm wave and then get a few points in the Atrophy aura. So at that point, the root's only going to be about 1 second long. Queen of Pain can just wait for it and then blink out. So I think Quap will be okay.
Be a good Lincoln's game because they've only got that one thing to break it.
They've got Cask and Shackle Shot, so yeah, and Focus Fire, but you're not going to break it. You could actually blink Focus Fire then Shackle the Quap. That'd be quite next level. But then, you need the damage to kill her. And the final pick will be Grimstroke. Now that is a very good hero because you've got the Soulbind, holds Queen of Pain in place, holds Slark in place, holds a very fast Night Stalker or Spirit Breaker in place. I like it. You've got Juju playing Wind Ranger, Veteran Monkey King. Okay, and you've got Rhyme on the Grimstroke. So interesting. And of course, Brex on his main man Spirit Breaker, somewhat Night Stalker, Warrior Ancient Apparition, Chibate Mill Slark, and Nat, Queen of Pain. I think these picks mostly make sense. Kinder Surprise on Underlord. Don't see him on off lane too often, I don't think.
No. I think he fills in a lot of roles.
It's fair enough. And we are beginning. Wow, 15-5. 12 victories predicted in a row. It's just too green. 10 in a row. 10 wins in a row as Underlord. 10 wins in a row.
I mean, I once got, I think, 11 on Doom, which was fun.
I played a lot of Doom. Do you know what happened with the Underlord for Kinder? True story. I was playing Underlord in a ranked game, in a solo game, and I am really bad at Underlord, right? Like, I cannot do useful things in that hero whatsoever. It just doesn't make sense to me. And I played an Underlord game. I played Underlord game. I did really bad on him. Kinder was spectating me, and then he went into ranked with Underlord and won like 10 games in a row. Just, I don't know, just to flex on me. But I'm glad that he went up so much ranking. He does talk about how, if you're a lower ranked player and you play these in-houses, you definitely improve.
Yeah. I'm trying to like rank up before I come back to in-houses, and it's demoralizing at times.
Oh yeah, you have to look at it over enough games. Like a sample size of 5 games is always going to make you feel bad if you lose 4 of them, for example. But if you look over 100 games, you should have like 54, 55% win rates, and then you can be happy.
Like there are ways I know I can rank up, but that's literally just spamming Warlock and Ancient Apparition.
Are you a support main then? Support main in ranked?
No, my preferred positions are 1, 3, 4, and Warlock.
1, okay, you like playing, not playing core.
I like playing core, yeah.
Oh, somewhat. I'm not sure you want to sit here.
Battle begins.
Oh, but
No.
Veteran still doesn't manage to get the Jingu. Perfect placement from somewhat, but they do manage to get the room. Oh, now he has the Jingu.
Somebody actually died.
But in the
First
bot lane,
blood.
managed to get a kill. Kinder surprised with the rank 1 Firestorm Wave and Juju. Also with a bit of help. It is mid Grimstroke. Little
Yeah.
bit of Topson going out here. You know how we build Null Talisman, Bottle, and then into E-Blade. Because, of course, you know the funny combo E-Blade with the Phantom's Embrace. You cannot hit it off, so you're permanently silenced. Take a lot of damage when it comes back. 360 damage. It's actually pretty good. I'm actually
I
looking
think
forward to
something
seeing
like Dark Portrait could be good as well. If you put it on, maybe on a Slark.
that. His
You've
other
now got
abilities
your
not
own
too
Slark
bad as
running
well.
around.
Ixwell's an extra 320 damage spell, which is pretty good. Also slows move speed and attack speed. It's just an extra nuke. Oh, that deny. Saucy. Veteran started not with Yorba Venom, but with the fluffy hat, which is an interesting choice. I guess he
Yeah,
really
you
wants
don't really need to be defensive.
Look
If you're
at
starting items against Night Stalker.
Rex absolutely bullying Luskadoo.
Oh, he's not going to get the Monkey King.
To be fair, I thought the Monkey King would have an easier time here, but you know the wave's exactly where the Radiant want it. And look, really careful use of Void. Void at level 1 does only 80 damage, and a 1.25 second slow. But yeah, Brex is actually managing to fight back against the Monkey King. I mean, you're allowed to fight back until he's about to get Jingu. So what, that gives you about 3 hits? And then you can back off?
Possibly 4 if you get a bash off.
That's true. Void slows attack speed as well. I didn't even realize that until today.
Ah.
And that's why he's able to Void and get a few hits off. Wow, somewhat. Showing such mastery against a lane combo which you think is just an automatic loss, or at least I consider it to be as such. However, the Monkey King is still going to be farming fine. Although at the moment, only
He's
4
got the
losses.
Orb Venom out now.
Ah,
Once he
okay.
hits level 3, I think.
Yeah, second Jingu point where Jingu gets 30 more damage and 15% more lifesteal. It looks like more kills in the bot lane. I need to be paying attention here. They managed to kill Juju, so a bit of revenge here. What is going on mid? That's actually struggling a little bit.
Yeah.
Power of Grimstroke, eh? I'm surprised he took an early point in Inkswell. I think that's
I suppose.
yeah, I would have thought
Yeah,
the
if the Queen of
Phantom.
Pain blinks on you.
You just Phantom her then. I guess you can hit the Phantom, but that's 2 hits just to use on the Phantom.
But if you get the Ink Swell, that's probably more damage off.
2 points of Inkswell.
Were you watching?
Because the idea is, I think, you assume the Queen of Plane's going to Shadow Strike, so you get low blink in.
Inkswell? Nope. Knows he's going to blink away anyway, so. Just playing patient.
There will be pain. There will be screaming.
Stop playing being. Yeah.
Veteran, 1 more hits and there's a Jingu. If I was him, Boundless Strike for the Jingu?
Oh yeah, Boundless Strike or even Dive
Doesn't matter,
Tower.
he got it. Actually, he was just patient enough. He got it. So that, do you know what that means? Every single deny possible now. Well, someone is spamming Void and yet still seems to have mana. I guess it only costs 90 mana. It's quite cheap. That's rank 2 as well. It's a lot cheaper than I thought it was. It's a shame it's so rubbish in the daytime. In the nighttime, the slow becomes so much better.
I think, yeah. What you need to do with Night Stalker is just farm during the day.
They're going to fight him.
Don't-
2 versus 1, they can definitely fight him. He needs to get Jingu off and get the Boundless Strike. 1 more hit.
Those bashes.
Boundless Strike? Massive Boundless Strikes. He's going to be fine. I mean, that's the power of Monkey King, right? He's still got 3 Jingu hits, which means he can use that to lifesteal up. Nice denies from somewhat. They're actually holding their own against Monkey King. I mean, that's the impressive thing. You're not stopping him farming, but this is a lane which should be disastrously bad, and you're doing fine. Wobber really putting the harass though onto Kinder.
Oh yeah. I think Ancient Apparition is another one of those level 3 heroes. Just because Chilling Touch just means you're dealing so much damage.
Only costs 45 mana, so literally every cooldown you have it, you just press it. Also, Ancient Apparition has the longest attack range of any hero in the game. Somewhat goes down, massive boundless strike on his head. Easy kill. So finally, the Monkey King starts to dominate.
I thought it was Techies who had the longest.
Apart from Techies, is what I was going to say, yeah. So if you exclude Techies, it's Ancient Apparition. And the reason I kind of like to exclude Techies is because he's basically 0 damage.
Yeah. Though if you buy something like an Orb of Venom or even just a Blightstone, it's certainly an annoying amount of damage.
It's annoying, yeah, it is annoying, but it is, on some heroes, tankable. Melees have an automatic built-in block, so
yeah,
definitely reduces damage. As at 18 damage, they have a 50% chance to block. So against Techies, it's about half his auto attack. They're going in again onto Veteran. He does have Jingu up and Boundless Strike. He can't get any attacks off. Uses the bounce strike, but he doesn't use it in the creep wave. If he did it on the creep wave, he would have healed up a lot more, but he's still going to be fine. It is nighttime, which means somewhat his slow lasts a lot more, and I think that's going to be Veteran dead. Or maybe not.
You can dive the tower.
Out comes the charge. Grex will find the kill. However, in the bot lane, there was some other kills. Juju got a kill on Debate Mail, though Wobber managed to get a return kill. Juju is definitely looking for the power shot, but unfortunately, he does not have the mana for it, so it will be fine. Let's have a look back to mid lane. 38 last hits already on Rhyme. Oh no, it's a lot of damage onto the Queen of Pain, but the Queen of Pain does have Raindrop, so it's going to be fine. And then blinks away. Not into the rune, though. Oh, just misses Nat. So Nat will be fine. However, not going to find the rune, because here comes the Spirit Breaker, but the Spirit Breaker gets bashed by the Roche. In which case, he doesn't get the hit off onto Rhyme.
That's so unfortunate.
That is unfortunate, and now Rhyme has found Brex, but obviously he can't really do much. He's a Grimstroke. He didn't even level his ultimate because he's playing mostly solo. He's going to go top, brush, and I think the Maledict will get the kill. Yep, there it is. Luskadu securing yet another kill. Have a look at the Slark. 31 last hits. He's doing well. He's free farming in the bot lane. Has died twice, but Wobber has 2 of the kills. But it's okay because he's able to get the farm. And I think Orb of Corrosion does make sense on Slark because he does a decent amount of physical damage. Although I think I still would just leave it at Orb of Venom and rather have a Wraithband than an Orb of Corrosion. Do you feel like it's Wraithband versus Orb of Corrosion? That's what I always think. And I think I'd rather have a Wraithband and a bit. It's almost 2 a Wraithband and a stick versus Orb of Corrosion. Nice shackle. But they don't have the damage because power shot just out of mana.
Slark, I think because Slark, he's using his Dark Pact to farm. And that means if you want, you either need a farming item realistically, if you want to move away from that, or
you build left alone in the top lane. He needs to build up the Jingu. Going to go for Jingu. Massive Boundless Strike straight through the lane. And he's fine again. 2 versus 1. They can't bring down this Monkey King with 3 points of Jingu Mastery. I mean, that's just the power of this hero. He's got to be careful, though. He doesn't have Jingu. They're charging him again. Out comes the Void. But again, he can just do the same thing. Build up the Jingu.
Mate Mel got very low.
2.
Died to just clipped by the Firestorm.
And Veteran goes in again. Oh, and he finds the kill. But he is going to die now because Nat has TP'd in. And there will be a kill, but he manages to get a 2 versus 1 kill. So what happened in the other lane? I have just unfortunately missed it.
The Wind Ranger, Witch Doctor and Underlord just sort of pressured the Slark under tower with 200 health. Got a power shot off, and just with the edge of Firestorm, managed to get the Slark as he was teleporting away.
This time we have a charge going on to Grimstroke that won't be cancelled. They go for a silence. Inkswell. Here's the Spirit Breaker though, but it's still going to be a lot of damage onto that. Look how much damage. Unfortunately, they don't have the mana for their swell, for the stroke, and now they do. Just enough mana. He is going for E-Blade Rush. He knows the build. Pretty straightforward build for the Grimstroke mid. He's doing well. 58 last hits against the Queen of Pain. I feel like Queen of Pain maybe is favoured in this matchup. Although the silence is pretty strong. Only 1 rank of it. Rex doing another charge, but it's going straight through mid lane, so they know. Level 6 on the Night Stalker.
Debate Mail not quite 6 yet. Means he's still taking a lot of pressure.
Yeah, he does need to get 6. He does have to Fairy Fire. Massive power shot into the face. Actually going to go down. Kinder diving the tower a little bit too hard. He's going to go down, or almost. Is he actually going to get out? He doesn't have his ultimate. Trying to do a bit of juking. They've seen him. And Wobber will find him. Wobber is 3-0 now. Does have his ultimate because he is level 6. But you are right. Getting a kill on Debate Mail is huge. And what a beautiful power shot. from Juju securing the kill. It is 350 damage at rank 3 power shot if you hit no target. Bit of a dive going on mid. Luskadu is in trouble. Maledict not really going to be enough. That is going to be a kill. What is
Someone's realised, yeah, I'm not killing the Monkey King. Let's go kill everyone else.
Oh yeah, the Monkey King was basically surviving 2 versus 1. Now he has gone all with corrosion. It makes perfect sense on Monkey King. I think more so than any other hero. Oh, yeah, land on him. I think maybe you could have got a little bit more. In fact, somewhat had to use his Dark Ascension for that. Dark Ascension has a 140-second cooldown at the beginning, so it's not an ability you want to use lightly, but he had to use it to escape the Monkey King. Despite the Monkey King having 2 kills and 2 deaths, he is doing fine in this lane. Maybe not the most farm. The most farmed hero in the game, actually, is Ryan, but there's a gank from the Queen of Pain, so I think Veteran's in a little bit of trouble. He's trying to get the big boundless strike off. They use Glyph, but the Glyph does not stop him healing up from the wave. Now, taking so much damage. In fact, he actually has to go back, but he can drop his ult, fires the ult in, uses the mischief, but I think the Shadow Strike is still going to kill him, but Brex charges in and will find the kill. Going for a dive on Luskadu. I think Luskadu can almost turn around and just start ulting, and that actually would have killed Nat, but then Nat does have Blink coming up soon.
Starks resigned himself to jungling.
Yeah, not the greatest position for Slark to be in. I feel like Slark maybe not as good against Underlord as he might have hoped, because you can just spam fast on wave, you know, on the creeps.
Yeah, I love the various effect.
AL going top. Is Nat going to be able to escape? Yeah, just TP's out. Is going to be fine. AL is still coming, I think.
It's sent mid.
Oh, okay.
Misses. It's like...
Was sent mid, but then Ancient Apparition just gets dived by Kinder Surprise. And Kinder Surprise is going to walk out of the cold foot radius. Cold feet. Meanwhile, Rhyme is just farming as hard as he can. He's really trying to get that E-Blade up as soon as possible. And Brex, he's here again. Brex is now level 7, but can he kill an Underlord? He does have his ultimate, but maybe he's hoping for one more bash first. Doesn't get it. He's got to be careful. Does go for the ultimate. Is it enough damage? He's waiting for Charge of Darkness. He was just buying time for Nat. Nat came in. Max rank Scream of Pain, and there is the kill. Going for early Yules, you have to when there's an E-Blade being built. You're going to need it to keep yourself alive there.
Etra Hammer being built while they're in danger. Surely needs a ring of health to finish it off.
Yeah, very good.
That will combo very well with the Underlord as well.
Yes, you're not going to escape that. No way.
And just keep them in that monkey ring.
That's true. That's true. Bot lane, we've got a few fights happening at the same time. You've got to be careful on the Queen of Pain. Fairly low on HP. Rhyme has to TP out and nearly gets killed. And now Dark Ascension has been used. Poor Luskadu. There's no way he's going to survive this. TPs are coming in from the Underlord, but it might be a little bit too late. Rank 1 Pit of Malice, it only roots for 1.2 seconds. And of course, Brex can just bulldoze to get out of it anyway. Which is exactly what he will do. Slark has been found just jungling. Going for Sanjin Yasha first item. But here is somewhat, and looks like they're just turning around. Maybe Windrain was not expecting that. Gets leashed. Windrun's already been used and is going to go down. Another rank of Void. Void doing 320 damage. Brex just being Brex.
It's very hard for a kill. He isn't even getting.
It's close at the moment. 10-9. But Dire actually have the net worth lead. Look at the net worth. They hold all 3 spots because the Monkey King's been farming well. Underlord has had a great offlane. And of course, Ryan, he has got a lot of last hits. Just farming everything he can. Inkswell, Stroke of Fate.
He has more than 50% more last hits than anyone else on the Radiant.
Yeah, he does. That's really good. You know, he's not even leveled his ultimate, and he is level 11. He can almost get the 2nd rank of his ultimate, and he still won't have it. He will have 3 abilities maxed out. He hasn't even taken a talent. Not sure which talent he'll take. 100 cast range is nice, but so is lowering Inkswell's cooldown by 4. Debate Mode gets Shackle, but it's only rank 1 Shackle. It's just not enough, these rank 1 Shackles. Out comes the AA Blast, does go on to Kinder Surprise. Juju does not deal enough damage because Wind Ranger with no damage items hitting for, what, about 35 damage a hit when you take in a 50% damage reduction. Brex charging in, finds Kinder Surprise, bulldozes straight away, does go straight into the ult. Perfect timing with his ult, but of course Brex knows what he's doing. Mech is out from Kinder Surprise, but he's still going to go down. Jabateman will enjoy 1 bonus agi, the first agi of the game, taking a full power shot to the face though, 450 damage. Although Jabateman will be able to escape here. Brex is thinking about charging back in. Looks like in the meantime, Veteran, he's managed to finally kill him somewhat. And out comes the charge, Luskadu. Brex is just really destroying people. The cold feet stun goes off. And Yeah, Wobble will find the kill at long range, but unfortunately, there is going to be a death there. Debate Mill gets picked off. The E-Blade is getting closer. Closer and closer and closer.
He's just keeping his courier there, ready for it. There we
Oh, he's
go.
got it. There is the E-Blade. It was 2,800 gold for the Eagle Song. And now he has it.
Tribute.
Do you remember when those 3 items all costed different amounts?
They did until last patch, I think, or the patch before. We're going on Ryan. We're trying to do everything we can. Immediately pop the ult. Out comes Air Blast as well. Air Blast goes in, gets the double kill. E-Blade was used and does a lot of damage to Nat. In fact, Nat almost may go down. That power shot was so close to that connected. That definitely would have got the kill. But it is narrowly avoided. So, very intense game. Dire still leading in terms of the net worth, but I think Brex, even with his very basic items, Orb of Corrosion, and Phase Boots, and a 1, that's all he has. But just with the high base strength that the hero has, he's just doing a lot of work. I know Brex has a different build that some people have been doing. He does not like ranking up Charge of Darkness, whereas other players do like maxing it out for the lower cooldown, longer stun. Brex is more of a sort of brawling type Spirit Breaker player. Likes to get early points and bulldoze so he can just, you know, survive, stay in the fight, chase the enemy.
Double damage.
Both of them fine.
A lot of farm on this Monkey King. He's got the Maelstrom. He's a good way towards Axe.
And Brex just charges straight in. Veteran has barely any time to connect. Out comes the A-Blast as well. Unfortunately, the main connection doesn't happen, but he's still going to die. Can't heal at all. More Agi. No, in fact, he didn't even get an auto attack off, so... And Nat goes down. That is a really big kill. Juju just immediately starts using his ultimate. Do we just go straight to the Death Ward? I think I probably would have done. E-Bed coming out from Rhyme. Can they kill the Spirit in time? They just are able to, and they use the Nightfall, the Shadow Dance. Somewhat is just flying around in Dark Ascension. We found Wobber. I think Wobber is going to go down. He's going to be the sacrifice. But the fact that they managed to just turn around and burst Nat, that's really huge for the Dire.
Yeah, that really has to be careful. Blinking is so risky against their entire team.
Soulbind now has been leveled, but the Grimstroke has access to it.
It's because he can't level anything else.
He can still level his level 10 talent, actually.
I suppose. That's not quite an ability, is it?
Yeah, but it still takes up an ability point. I mean, net worth, the top 3 spots still belong to Dire, despite Radiant being ahead. But Radiant, they're getting a lot of ganks, and look, another set of kills there. But the Monkey King, he is actually ahead in farm. Went for the Maelstrom build instead of going for Battle Fury, and now is building what looks to be Aghanim's. Yeah, because Aghanim's is so good on the Monkey King, just creating those soldiers. Good for pushing, good for team fighting, good for farming, just good for everything. Good damage.
Taking rush.
Interesting that Juju's playing support Windranger, but deciding to level up Windrun over leveling up Shackle. Because 2-second Shackle is not enough to get the Meteor Hammer off. Or I guess it is if you use it straight away, like absolutely one after the other.
If you're hammering whilst the projectile's in flight.
Yeah, but only in that case. Kin is surprised. He's a little bit alone. He gets silenced. They go straight on top of him. He does have the Guardian Greaves. It does keep him alive for a little bit. Out comes the A-Blast, and he is definitely going to go down there. 4 versus 1. Completely out and away from his team.
The Dire's top tower is doing its best, but it doesn't look good.
Smoke is used.
Dire's top tower
Looks like they
Looking
may be in
bot
for a
side.
gank. They will, but the only person they could find is Debate Mail. Though it would be a good kill to kill their core. Of course, they've got the E-Blade and Phantom Embrace combo if they can see Debate Mail. They're pinging the enemy jungle, but they cannot take the outpost yet. Now they've seen the Slark. Silence E-Blade. There it is. But he manages to get the Death Pact off in time. Can he kill the Spirit? No, he does not. Cannot kill the, what's it called? The Phantom, not the Spirit. So that's going to be a really nice kill. Then Brex charges in. He's found the Grimstone. They're going all on top of him. Out comes the A-Blast as well. And the Queen of Pain ult. So much damage. Meteor Hammer defensively, but it's just not going to be enough. The speed at which they killed Grimstroke, incredible. Luskadu is now going to go down. And the Yule's keeping Juju in place. It dispels Windrun Yules, which makes it a very good item against Windranger. I can't see the Windranger surviving from that. And of course, at night time, Void has a mini stun, which I think it always has a mini stun.
Not nighttime, no.
Void also mini stuns. This slowing effect lasts long. Okay, always mini stuns. And then the
It's
stun
on
becomes
in the
longer
alt-
Aghanims.
in the alt text. Void does not mini stun enemies during the day.
Oh yeah, why is it only in the
Don't know why it's
what?
hidden in there.
Sort this out. This is terrible. But anyway,
Void sort of
Aghanims.
changes mechanics every patch. It's one of those abilities.
But Aghanims makes it definitely have a stun even at day? Or not?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It
mean-
says increases the mini stun duration, so I imagine not.
So it goes up to 0.5 second duration, which makes it more significant. The main thing is that 900 AoE is a massive AoE.
yeah.
Just hitting everyone for 365 damage. I wonder what talents will go at level 15. 10% move speed is a lot, but then sometimes you think you're fast enough, just getting a bit of strength is handy.
I always love the move speed.
Yeah. 10% is
Plus-
more than the level 20 talent.
Yeah, but with that move speed, that's just about enough to, with the phase boots as well, just almost to get to max speed.
Max speed is fun.
That's great. Plus, I'll be honest, I do like getting the shard on Night Stalker.
Do you? I've
Because I
never
often
seen it
find
really.
that, yeah. I often find that sort of during a fight, I go quite low. Since usually during a fight you've used Dark Ascension, you have time to just zip to a creep camp. eat
Here
one
comes
of
the
them up, and
combo.
dip out.
Look at the burst damage it does. Really powerful. They can't get spirit. It looks like a fight is breaking out. They've got a nice shackle going back and forth as well as a cast. Monkey King managed to get his ult off. He had found the one tree in the team fight. And they just delete the Radiant team. And Brex, he's going to try and charge away. You mean he has to? No, he's actually
to wait
fast
for
enough.
creeps to
Max
stop.
rank Bulldoze, and he is absolutely in no danger whatsoever. This Slark is struggling a bit. Level 12 when there's a level 16 Monkey King running around with already the Aghanim Scepter. And now you've got the Meteor Hammer helping you push the tower. The nice thing about winning a team fight when you've got Underlord is look how much bonus damage he gets. Destroy a creep wave as well, 138 bonus damage.
I missed the permanent damage. It was that
Oh,
removal
awful.
that made me stop playing him in ranked,
Was it?
to be honest. Yeah. It was just so fun to get to like 40 minutes in a game, be okay. This team fight's over. I've got 200 permanent damage and 400 damage temporarily.
It was a
That's
lot of
good
damage.
push.
The Slark has only managed to just pick up Sandinasha. I think he's going to struggle to go toe-to-toe with some of the heroes. And the thing about Shadow Dance, right, is it might keep you safe, but Monkey King can just sit in the ring, and the ring gives him 24 bonus armor when he's maxed it out. I don't think you're going to be able to kill Monkey King that easily. 3.7 agi gain on the hero. He'll have a BKB. And meanwhile, Monkey King is just farming. Dar team looking for a gank. And they have a choice. Do they want Somewhat or do they want Ancient Apparition? And I think they're going to go for Somewhat. And Somewhat actually just going to try and run away. Gets E-bladed. Now comes out the root. AA Blast is going to land though. It's only going to take Grimstroke in the face. And Queen of Pain, unfortunately, not soulbound to anyone. And so will
Got
escape.
the Night Stalker too quickly.
Yeah, and they got the Dark Ascension cooldown as well. So that's
Monkey
pretty
King
big.
found the slot.
Yeah, I don't feel like the Slark can fight this, and I think he realizes that there's
No.
no chance you're going to fight this. Meanwhile, look at the what are they called? The soldiers.
Oh, but the team's come along for
He
Monkey
managed to
King.
get away. Look at the distance he traveled, but Brex, he's a fast hero. BKB, it's not up for Monkey King, so he's in a lot of trouble. We do have the Sonic Wave, are going to pop it. Tries to get away with Mischief, but there's no way he's going to escape. So that's a really big kill for the Radiant. And the net worth is actually still nearly the same. Even after all this fighting, 22 kills to 18. And they're still an equal net worth. But I think I would say Dire still have the edge.
Just about, yeah. They've certainly got more room to play with. Which, for the Night Stalker and the Slark, who for now would like to just sit back and farm. It's really annoying.
Oh yeah, look at the guy who was 1 gold of net worth between Grimstroke and Monkey King. Look. Okay,
Oh.
finally he's overtaken him. Wow, I didn't realize it was so perfect. Yeah, this mid Grimstroke's actually working out really well. He's got Boots of Travel now, and he's going for Lincoln Sphere.
He has that Van Brace as well, the extra spell amp.
Yeah,
12% total.
his spells hit very, very hard. Look, 457 from Phantom's
That's just
Embrace.
Sorry, 27% because he has the talent as well.
Why is a talent 15%? That's so much damage. Like, everyone else has to get lucky to get a level 28%, but he gets a 15% at level 15. Look at the damage he's capable of doing. and just runs around in circles, getting the easiest kills of his life. Doesn't even need his ultimate to get a kill.
Look at Fate dealing at minimum 380 damage now.
Yeah, 50 bonus damage per target. And E-Blade itself deals a lot of damage. I don't know if it tells you the exact amount, but it's, yeah, 1.5 times your attribute plus 158. Even the base damage of it gets affected by Spell Amp.
I'm not sure if it's a bug in the, in just the display, but it says it deals more, the magic damage vulnerability increases from 40 to 50. But
Yeah,
I'm
with
not
Spell
sure if
Amp.
that's a bug.
I think it does, actually. And we had a discussion about that earlier, and I don't feel like it's very logical that it does that, but other people told me, no, it makes sense to me. So, but yeah, Spell Amp makes the vulnerability higher. Which it means it scales so well, E-Blade, when you have stats. I know the 40 agi is not particularly useful for a Grimstroke, but a bit of extra armor is good. Brex, you are a little out of position, but actually, thanks to the power of Bulldoze, you can just run away. I think Bulldoze is maybe slightly overtuned. 70% status resistance. 1,100 move speed. Look at the Spirit Breaker. Expert camera work as I move across the screen. As I do say so myself.
I imagine I know the little trick you're using to do so.
What's the trick?
If you double right click on a hero portrait, it follows them.
Just double left click works, see?
Or just double left click?
No, I wasn't though. I was holding the middle mouse button and scrolling.
Ah, nice.
That's how I do all of my camera movement, with the middle mouse button, because I'm trying to make it as smooth as possible for the people watching. That's one of the things about casting, that, or when you're doing the camera work, you can't just move the camera erratically like if you were playing your own game of Dota. You've got to make it really smooth for the viewers. Keep zooming in and out. It's you just do it automatically. He goes straight into Luskadoo, gets Shackle, but the Shackle barely lasts at all. 70% status resistance. All heroes are here. We literally have a 10 versus 10 power shot, just nicks the Night Stalker. It looks like everyone's going to back out. The Radiant team literally run as fast. How fast is Brex moving? 1,400 move speed, thanks to the power of the Quicksilver Amulet.
Oh, yes, that's...
A team fight is ready to break out. Underlord just walked in. He doesn't care. Grimstroke's waiting. Still got his combo. Thinking about it. We have BKB on the Night Stalker, so on the Queen of Pain. So Queen of Pain will manage to find a kill on Juju. Brex goes in for the last hit. But look at the damage come out. Now we've got the Soulbind. But the Soulbind doesn't seem to bind to anyone. Never mind, it is already killing somewhat. Kinder Surprise, he's taking quite a lot of damage. Out comes the ring from Monkey King. This is absolutely huge. The ultimate from Witch Doctor being channeled. Nat trying to keep himself alive, but gets immediately rooted upon returning. So that does answer the question we had from earlier. Mischief does not stop yourself getting stunned by Cold Feet, but... I mean, let's just have a quick action replay on that, because all in all, fantastic fight from the Radiant, from the Dire. A lot of patience. You can see that they just send Kinder Surprise in. The Radiant team go very aggressive. They pop the BKB, but Queen of Pain spends all of her time just getting a kill on Juju. And meanwhile, Veteran jumps up to a tree. Actually, cancels his ult, jumps onto a tree, and then gets the ult off. Absolutely perfect ult. Boundless Strike goes in. In fact, he gets stunned by the Cold Feet, but it doesn't matter because his ultimate is already up. And Nat dies immediately upon landing.
The Radiant should really do something on that.
Look at the speed that Spirit Breaker charges in, but they get the Shackle in, but it barely matters. But now you've got the Grimstroke ultimate. This is going to hold him in place. Somewhat gets killed. Brex does manage to escape its grasp, but not before losing his Night Stalker yet again. Can you believe that the Radiant still have more kills this game? I find that quite hard to believe.
Yeah, it's shocking. I guess I got a lot of them early on, around sort of 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah, maybe. The game has been incredibly close in the net worth. It's never gone more than 4,000 gold. But I think finally the Dire may be starting to build a lead.
Yeah, this will certainly throw it a bit further in their favour.
How comes the A Blast? It's going to hit all of the heroes. 4 heroes have been hit by it square in the
Hero
face.
Breaker charging in.
Here we go. 900 move speed. He stops. He decides, no, I'm not going to go any further.
I would have gone for it.
But now they go back. They pop the Guardian Greaves. They got, yeah, pipe Guardian Greaves on the Underlord. Makes sense. Get as tanky
And
as
they
possible.
take it in 15 seconds, yeah.
Out comes the darkness.
Night Stalker.
Dark Ascension, he's running in. Clear Breaker charges, gets a massive charge. Now pops the BKB, gets a huge ultimate off. It's already going to be 1 kill. In fact, the Witch Doctor's still alive, keeps him alive with the Glimmer Kit. Pipe's gone out as well. They will find the kill with the Void, but we have a massive ult come out from the Monkey King, and he's already taken the Aegis. Huge boundless strike, going to get 1 kill, 2nd kill, and that's dead. Wait, the Aegis was snatched by Brex. I didn't even realize. I thought it was on the Monkey King, but Brex stole the Aegis. Going to charge in, but yeah, just going to walk away with the ball. This ball is on spider legs. Veteran nearly going down. I did not see it. He snatched the Aegis. That is a big play. However, the Dire team did manage to get some more important kills there. Slark wasn't even there. Slark was just farming. What are the KDAs? That's a good question. Rhyme is on 8-2. We have 8-5 on the Queen of Pain. 7-3 on Wobber's Ancient Apparition. He's had pretty good games. 6-5 on the Monkey King. You would have thought it maybe would have been higher. But he's also had pretty good farm as well. 1-6 on the Slark. He's been struggling the most. Most last hits, Rhyme and Veteran. They are ahead by a significant amount. But Brex, he's found the Monkey King. The Monkey King, he's going to get killed. Yep, there goes another perfect Wobber ult. Wobber really knows his way around the Ice Blast. The amount of kills and just perfect ults he's had. It's practically endless.
A man after my own heart.
You like a bit of Ancient Apparition?
Yeah. I think like the first or second game maybe I played in the in-houses was an AA.
Was it? Okay. I like Ancient Apparition. I've barely played him, but actually I think he's a pretty fun hero to play. I find him quite interesting because you're playing a support that has absolutely no way to defend yourself. Just throw a Cold Feet down and maybe a, 30% slow with Ice Vortex, and you're practically free kill for anyone. So you have to play so perfectly with the positioning.
I usually buy Yules because most of the time, if the enemy team are going on you, then they've had to move past your entire team.
That's true.
And if someone just jumps on you, Ice Blast has, I think, like no time to cast, so you can just double hit R really quickly.
Yeah, just in the face.
Quick Ice Blast down.
Yeah. A lot of damage. Queen of Pain is going for Yule's BKB. Now going for Shiva's Dark Ascension's been used. It's time for them to go in. I think Loose Canoe's going to get immediately killed. The Shackle went off, but it didn't connect with both of them. The Cold Feet is going to get the stun. Rhyme's going in. He does get the Soulbind off, holding them in place, but I don't feel like they have the damage. He's been controlled by the Yules, and he's trying to keep himself alive, but he's going to go down. That is a disastrous fight for the Dire, and now they're still being chased. Kinder Surprise has all of his auras ready, Pipe and the Guardian Greaves, but there's no way he is going to live here. Doesn't even bother using them. He does use the Guardian Greaves. What a fight from the Radiant. They took the initiative, they got the Dark Ascension off, they managed to get 2 of those kills practically instantly. And Breck stops charging for whatever reason, maybe the creeps died. Really big play though. Big play from the Radiant.
Monkey King's very close to a Basher.
Basher is a good item for Monkey King, definitely improves his ultimate a lot.
It was a valiant effort.
Big boundless strike. He's being charged. Got the little icon above his head.
But I don't think anything will come of it.
But we're going to have a look.
There's a fight happening mid.
Oh, didn't actually see that. They managed to get yet another kill.
Queen of Pain diving in from a really well placed Ice Blast.
Fantastic. The Radiant are still ahead in kills, but actually quite a bit. I always thought the Dire would be leading. Monkey King with the 666 KD.
And Radiant have taken the net worth advantage.
Look at this game. It's been so close. In fact, the graph still hasn't even hit 10,000 on the axes. Loving how close this game is. Oh, Rhyme. Nice blink out. But Kinder Surprise, he's going to get hit by the Ice Blast. But I think Slark's in a lot of trouble. He's stuck in the E-Blade. Is his ultimate about to end? He gets quite a lot of healing off. Manages to pop the BKB as well and the 20 stick charges. So Debate Mill will be fine. They actually committed a lot for that. Monkey King ult was used. Actually, maybe that's the only thing they committed. Not that long a cooldown, Wukong's command. 90 seconds only.
It's more of one of those. You have to sort of fight within it. If you miss it, that can be a bit of a detriment to your team fight.
Yeah,
but
it can.
Evers have all been pretty good so far. Especially against the sort of very runaway team of the Slark, Queen of Pain, and even the Night Stalker. It was only really one person on Radiant who doesn't have a decent escape.
They are a very mobile team indeed. Abyssal Blade is now being built on next by the Monkey King. His level 25, I believe, is one of the strongest in the game. The additional ring, making his ult absolutely inescapable.
Or, if those who don't want to escape, you make yourself nearly unkillable.
Well, it used to be 100 armor, then they made it 80, then they made it 100, and then they thought, we're going to send it back to 200 armor, but I can't see that ever being necessary.
I imagine there are probably some situations like an alchemist.
Whoa, Juji getting stunned. They're going in on him. It's a big team fight happening. We've got the Soulbind up. We're trying to get the burst on Jabate, but he does have the BKB. 2 BKBs. They are going to get 1 kill on Juju. Somewhat is just bashing Monkey King to death. Look, this right thing, he does get the ring off. Is this going to be enough, though? Maybe. Big boundless strike. He's staying in his ring. Nat manages to get away. Just the beautiful kiting that's happening from the Radiant team. They're just running circles around him, and Veteran is the last one to go down. Does manage to get a kill onto Somewhat, ending the mega kill streak. But all in all, a teamfight domination from the Radiant. Let's have a look at a replay of that because that was a really good fight. It all happened so quick, it was pretty hard to see. So the Dire, they've got... They've been spotted by a ward. You see there's that Radiant ward there, which they didn't know. They jump in on Juju. The Soulbind goes in, but both heroes just pop the BKB. And unfortunately, Rhyme can't do much against the BKBs. Has to immediately back off. Brex is causing so much disruption. Gets the ult onto Rhyme. Yes, the Wukong's ring goes off. But Jabate Mail just sits in the Shadow Dance, just hitting Veteran, just building more and more stacks. Eventually, he does turn around, does just enough damage to kill Somewhat, but it's not worth it at that point. And meanwhile, what have the Radiant team been able to do with it? Not a massive amount. Taken the outpost, taken a tier 2. Another tier 2 on the way. And this is good for Slark. He's now got 8 bonus agi. He's nearly got an Abyssal Blade. His net worth is slowly climbing closer and closer.
They've got to control a lot of the jungle for the 37-minute items.
That's a good point. You've actually got a Shadow Blade on the Spirit Breaker. It does mean that he can be invis just as he's about to get the charge off, so gives you that
I
element
imagine
of
he's
surprise.
got it for just a little bit more speed, though.
Got the 20%. Look at his speed. 1583 he had, and that was without the Shadow Blade. 1583 boost speed. That's 3 times the haste cap.
I think he saw those spider legs and thought, time to commit for it.
It's 32%. Can anyone? He can nearly get, what, 1,800 speed? Can anyone do the maths on that? 32% of 1,800? I'll do it myself.
I thought any speed bonuses were on your base movement speed.
It just says a percentage of your move speed is damage. Which means that...
damage, yes.
Yeah. Which means that he does about 500 to 600 damage with his bash when he arrives. Which is a decent amount, but then any speed that he keeps, he's doing sort of 300 damage bashes every right click.
Oh, Minotaur Horn. Good old free KP.
Free KP, that's never heard it called that before, but I like it.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's what it is. It's what you get it for.
Oh, it's nice.
Maybe the
20
health as
strength is good. Look at the speed Max is charging in. I want to see what speed he's actually at. But then he maintains the haste move speed. The problem is he can't break the haste move speed cap easily.
Yeah.
You're sort of stuck at it. That's why he can't have enough speed to get high damage, I guess. He's got the Aghanims, which of course reduces the cooldown of Charge of Darkness to 7 seconds, adds even more speed to it. He's got the Ag Shard, 200 more damage on his ultimate, and 2-second spell immunity and 4-second break. It does a lot. One of the best Ag Shards. I know Witch Doctor's Ag Shard is very common. Windranger's not got hers. I'm trying to look if there are any other interesting Ag Shards out. Very few from the Radiant. Only Witch Doctor. As the Dire... I didn't even know some of these. What's Slark's one? Oh, that's the weird fish thing.
Yeah, fish bait.
AA's one is good for cancelling blink daggers. I think Queen of Pain should get hers. Queen of Pain's shard is amazing. 150 more damage when you blink it and a 1.5 second silence. And you've not gone for Orchid, so I would definitely build it. Also, it makes a cool sound.
AA's Ice Vortex is just, I think, one of the best ones. Because it actually allows you to do so much more in fight. Because he's taken the cooldown reduction, so he has it every 2 seconds.
Yeah, 2 seconds, stacking 40 damage per second. It lowers their attack speed, and it gives you, well, it's always being used for vision and the damage amp. 70 chilling touch damage, though, is pretty good. But interesting that he's decided to go for the slow. So, yeah, he's really focusing on the Ice Vortex.
Yeah, I think if you go for the attack range, then you go for the damage. Otherwise, you go for the other talents.
I quite like the attack range one. So you get these like orbital chilling touches. Have you ever tried Ags on AA?
I disagree with Ags on AA.
It's too much mana.
Most
You can't sustain it. And
yeah.
here goes another chance for Radiant to fight. Don't even need to use the BKBs. This is just a gank. They're outnumbered. It's 3 versus 5. The Queen of Pain ult is going to be used to get 1 kill. There's a second kill. And Kid is surprised, trying to ult to get away, but there's no way he'll escape. Jabetma picking up only 1 extra agi for that. But now he can comfortably afford his Abyssal Blade. Also in time for Roche to be up, which now offers the cheese. Level 25 on the Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain still not deciding what talent to go for. I think Spell Block could be a good one to take.
I think so.
Now that
Without
they've removed the fear,
Lincolns.
so... Yeah, no Lincolns. I would go. So, yep, Spell Block is taken. 18-second Lincolns. It has a longer cooldown than normal Lincolns.
Yeah, if he wanted to buff his ultimate, he would have gone for the Ags.
Probably. Ags and the 200 damage talent is pretty good. Jabetma is also level 25. He's gone for 65-second more Essence Shift duration, so it lasts nearly 3 minutes, which is a long time for any stat stolen.
It's probably once, since he hasn't got many permanent ones at the moment.
Yeah, 9 agi, which is something that sort of... I mean, Slark's agi gain is 1.7. It's probably the worst agi gain in the game for an agi hero.
Oh, yes, definitely. Yes, the worst combined stat gain. No, second worst.
I mean,
combined
Meepo is
stat gain of
probably the
any hero
worst.
game. It's actually tiny.
Oh, because 0 agi. Yeah, okay, fine.
Yeah.
But 0 agi gain definitely makes him an outlier. Meepo's must be pretty bad because obviously any stat he gains is basically being gained multiple times.
Yeah.
Rhyme just TP's
still-
out.
Took me a while to realise why Nature's Prophets was the highest combined.
Well, because he's just got kind of high in everything, really.
It's just because his abilities are just so like completely unaffected by his stats.
His abilities do
It's-
nothing, really. Like, summon trees
Yeah.
that don't scale, teleport, put them in trees, and here's a magic damage nuke that gives you a bit of damage. Yeah, he needs to be right-clicking. That's why his
it's
stat gain is important for him, yeah.
That's what you find. The heroes whose abilities are just independent tend to have better stats.
Some hero spells are so strong they don't need amazing stats as well. Oh, the haste was controlled by Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain's got the Aegis. This is not looking like a good fight for the die. Someone's going and gets the AoE Void. Queen of Pain goes straight through, already getting killed onto Juju. Glimmercape from Luskadu. This is just a full attempt to escape. But Underlord seems to be a tanky hero, but not enough. Luskadu keeping himself alive. Do you know why? Trickster's Cloak. It just basically escapes with Trickster, but now he's been found. Scythe goes off. Bash from the Spirit Breaker. That's going to be yet another kill. A couple more bonus agi for the Slark. The bonus agi that, or the agi that he's stolen, he gets to keep that for 3 whole minutes.
Oh, that's 9 agility, which is not
Charging
no
on the Monkey
agility.
King. Look at the speed. It is so much speed. Out comes the ultimate as well. AA Blast going on top. But will he get the BKB off in time? No, he doesn't. Oh, he's just going to TP out. Brex is saying, no, you can't TP out. I'm playing Spirit Breaker. How are you going to get out? Out comes the damage from Wobber using his Atos. And he realizes that there's no point in popping the BKB. That was actually very, very patient from him, not using the BKB, because he realized that he was going to die anyway. Really nice kill for them to get on the Monkey
Ice
King.
Blast doesn't pierce BKB anyway, so there wasn't terribly much point.
I mean, Ice
There's
Blast,
nothing there that you could have stopped.
it does, yeah, Ice Blast does pierce spell immunity, doesn't it? Yeah. It does go through spell immunity, right? Ice Blast, it says there, pierce spell immunity. Are you saying it does or doesn't?
I'm saying it does, yeah.
Okay.
So like there wasn't really much point to using.
Maybe BKB TP out because it stops Spirit Breaker charging you. Oh, look at the Shackle. A lot of damage. This is a chance for Dart to win a team fight. Look at the damage going to Jabetma. He's almost immediately killed. He's got the cheese. Does he use it? He's not using the cheese. He's holding it really patiently for some reason. Actually, he's still going to be okay. He was up so much in the Shadow Dance, trying to go on Loose Scooby. He keeps himself alive again. Now he's going to use the switcheroo to keep himself up. And out comes Spirit Breaker charging in, trying to get a kill on the Underlord. Actually decides to hold his ultimate. I thought this was a good fight for the Dire, but it looks like even diving the enemy pace, the Radiant are still okay. Get a kill onto Juju. And Brex, he is just basically disrupting the Grimstroke. Grimstroke has a Scythe of Vice and an Octarine Core, so a lot of card control. Look at Brex with his permanent stuns. That goes straight in, but he does have the Aegis, so he doesn't mind. Air Blast on top. Hitting all 3 heroes. Now Brex goes in. He's going to find an easy kill on Luskadu. Hex does basically nothing because of the Bulldoze, and King's Surprise, he is going to go down as well. Queen of Pain are not even needed. And finally, 44 minutes into the game, the first set of racks are being taken down. And it's by the Radiant team. Grimstroke trying to do everything that he can using his ultimate, which has a very low cooldown. But he doesn't do a lot because they have scythes. Well, he does a lot of damage with the stroke. He's got the 40% stroke of damage talent, which makes it do a lot of damage. 546 base. And it has so much cast range with the plus 800 cast range.
What was Parent spell out? 30% plus 40% for this stroke.
A lot of damage.
That's right. Oh, is the talent calculated but not shown?
It might be. I'm not entirely sure because 30% off 4. No. Oh, the talent is put onto the ability itself, and then the spell lamp is shown. So yeah, it's the correct amount. 546 damage and then 72 per target,
Okay.
which is a lot. It means if you're hitting 3 or 4 targets, we're looking at sort of 800 damage. He's got a lot of items. He's like nearly 6 slotted on the scrim. So he's even got it was a timeless relic, giving him so much spell amp, helping him out with the Scythe of Vice.
Still top net worth.
They can't kill Debate Mail though. That's the problem. He's now got a Moon Shard. That gives him so much night vision with a Night Stalker on his team as well. I think Slark is one of those heroes that actually has more night vision than most heroes.
Yes.
Looks like there's a bit of a kill going on here. They managed to find a kill onto Somewhat. Dire picking off him. He's died 11 times. In fact, is that one of the most deaths in the game? It is nearly, apart from the Witch Doctor. Rex going in, about 6 million miles an hour. It's a chance for a fight. Out goes a blast. And that's a massive blast, hitting 3 heroes. A Soulbind is used, but the BKB is up. Isn't that going to go down? He's got yours. He does use himself right at the last second, but Veteran, he is hitting really hard here. Massive boundless strike is going to get a kill on that. There was a buyback from Somewhat. It's a chance for Dire to do some damage, but Jamaica, look how fast he's attacking. Just stealing more and more Agi. The Agi is going up. It's already on 78 Agi. There is nothing that can stop this Slark. He actually popped his ultimate, gets the bash off. There's going to be a kill on Veteran. The power of the A blast, another kill for the Slark. He has stolen 90 agility with 14 permanent as well. And Ryan will TP out. So it looked like a good fight for the Dire. The Radiant did use 2 buybacks, however. But now that they've used those, they're going to have to make the most of them.
I'd say it's worth it so far.
A blast.
Oh, Ice Blast.
Oh, Juju, he does actually blink out of the main hit from it, but now he has to sit in base with the Frostbitten, so that is going to delay him for a fair bit. I think going Moonshard definitely makes sense on Slark because he needs attack speed, and I mean, this is the best way to get it.
He doesn't have any lifesteal at the moment though, which I feel like he could do with.
Yeah,
Maybe
you're right.
Satanic.
They're actually
Maybe,
just going straight
yeah.
through backdoor protection. Satanic is pretty good on site. He's going for MKB. I guess he wants to hit the Wind Ranger.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, the ultimate goes off, and Rhyme doing as much damage as he can. They're doing a lot of damage to the Slark. Nice use of the Shackle Shot. Is this time to kill him? But nah, he's causing so much disruption. In fact, Rhyme may go down. He's just permanently stunned. He's going to die. He's going to buy 4 buybacks instantly from the Dire. They are running straight back into the fight. Nat, he's been silenced. He's got the Yours, though. Can he use himself? Never mind. He is going to go straight down. That's a dieback from Nat. A Blast just dusts Veteran and Rhyme, but isn't going to get a connection. They're all just going to have to TP out. But, I mean, in the end, they did get 4 buybacks for that. So I think they can say it's worth. I mean, the net worth is now 24,000 gold in the Radiant's favor. Finally, they have built up a sizable lead. Have a look at the fight recap. Actually doesn't show much difference, does it? But it's pretty significant. Even though Queen of Pain is down for a long time, that's a lot of buybacks the enemy team are not going to have for the next set of fights.
A couple more level 25s come out. Got the
That's
Dark Ascension cooldown for Night Stalker.
Yeah,
and a lot of health for that Spirit Breaker.
Spirit Breaker have a health
4K.
talent. 650 health. I mean, what's the alternative? 20% bash chance. He's charging in at a million miles an hour using the Shadow Blade to escape. He is a tanky here. He's going for Heart of Tarask now. He went for a Heaven's Howl, but he just wants to be as tanky as he possibly can be.
Makes sense.
Monkey King probably went for the big ring, of course. We got a lot of heroes at 25 actually. AA is coming up to 25 soon, so you can either go Ice Blast, Kill Threshold, or AoE Cold Feet. Both talents actually pretty good. And Brex, he's just charging through the entire enemy team. He's only died twice, Brex. I think that's pretty impressive. That's the least amount of deaths by quite some way. Rhyme dying 5 times on the Grimstroke.
Yeah, Ancient Apparition is a second place for least deaths.
Oh, 3 deaths? Didn't even see that. Just kind of assumed as he was a support, so he's died sort of 10 times or something, but no. He went for a Veil. He's got a lot of items. There's like a lot of small items. Glimmer, Rod, Yule's Veil, and a Ghost Scepter.
Just buy an Octarine. Get those more Ice Blasts going. As soon as you've got Ice Blast able to use sort of whenever it's off cooldown, even just to farm waves.
Dark Ascension's been used, and looks like we're going to find yet another kill. That's permanent Agi for Jabetimo, and he's got a lot of Agi stolen in preparation for the next fight. That's 63 Agi.
Underlord's one of those heroes who really loves to farm agility off.
Somewhat's chasing, but Luskadoo, he's got the Glimmer Cape, so he's going to be fine. Silence on top of him, though. We've got the charge. Do we have any detection? We still have no detection. He's got the Trickster's Cloak. He's going to use that. They've leashed him. They're now trying to get a kill into Somewhat. A-Blast goes out, but only hits Rhyme.
They clipped the Juju as it was traveling.
Oh, clip Juju, okay. I mean, Roche is up. And does it have an Aghanims or a Refresher Shard? It's got the Aghanims on it. So who on the Radiant could take a free Aghanims? We've already got 2 Aghanims built up. Slark's Aghanims gives him the super long pounces. Yeah, Queen of Pain's Aghs makes it have a very low cooldown. Adds a tiny, tiny bit of damage to it. Mostly for the cooldown. Or you've got AA, which is not useful, to be honest. A core AA, it's still not very good, so...
If you have the mana for it and you've got the talents for it...
Nat, they're going on to Nat. They found him. He pops the BKB, but he's being ulted by the Wind Ranger. Can he get away? Keep himself alive with Yules. Jabetimo's ready to go in. Get the Soulbind off. The Soulbind holding him in place. Can they get the stun? The stun is not quick enough to get the ring. But is it still going to be enough to kill Veteran? Yes, it is. Maybe he should have gone for the 200 armor talent. He goes down before even being hit because the Ice Blast, it manages to hit Rhyme as well. Rhyme's going to go down. Luskadoo dies too. This Slark has 105 stolen Agi. Looks like he's buying another Moonshard. Somewhat is just chasing Juju. He runs in and gets the first hit bash. And he's going to go down. GG has been called. Finally, 31,000 gold net worth lead. 51-minute game. The Radiant will claim it. It looked good for the Dire in the early game. It looked good for about nearly 30 minutes. Maybe even more than that, 35 minutes. But eventually, the Radiant team just started dominating these fights too hard. Looks like the coordinator's not that happy.
Maybe they bet the other way.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't look at the game at the moment. Can't show you the final scoreboard because the coordinator has died on me. But from what we remember, we had a Grimstroke and a Monkey King, so Veteran, Rhyme and Veteran doing very well in the early game, getting lots of kills, a lot of farm. It was a great pick, the Monkey King. It won lane pretty comfortably once it got going with those Jingu levels. But in the end, the team fight from the Radiant was just too good. The engagement that came out from sort of the Night Stalker just running in, the A Blast, picking up a kill with the Slark, and yeah, it was hard for the Dire to respond, really.
Oh, the unkillable Slark was quite something there.
And the Spirit Breaker as well. The just charging in, getting those endless amounts of stuns.